Welcome everybody to the Woke Patriot Hour. I'm Ivy.
I am the situation monitor. I am your monitor of situations. My name is Dirk Bixkit.
Dirt Bixkit, very good code name.
Yeah,
Who's
Dirk
our
Bixkit.
third co-host?
This is Chet Fardum out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Ivy, Dirk Bixkit, and Chet Fardum, and we're here to monitor the situation.
Welcome back to the situation room.
we're in the switchuation room because we're woke.
Because we're woke.
Yeah,
and we're also switch bottoms. We're switch bottoms.
Well, speak for yourself. You know, I'm more of a top, really, but I'm in here to provide the extra. The different viewpoints, the perspectives they might call them. Anyway, reverse perspectives, I guess, in our case.
I think a good protest sign would be no Iranian ever called me he him, because it would just confuse everyone and get everyone really mad at you.
Yeah,
that's
a pretty good one. Yeah. I was shooting guns again yesterday.
I have something to say, and that I'm Chad Fodham.
Nope, he's Chef Autumn. Chad Fodham now reporting live from the studio.
His name's actually Chef Artem.
Chef Autumn.
Chef Artem.
Chef Autumn reporting live from the studio.
You went shooting?
Yes, chef.
You've been shooting?
Yeah, I went shooting. I went to the range. Went to an outdoor range, one of the public ones that are free, actually. So shouts out to the state of North Carolina for funding free and free to use public outdoor ranges. It sucks. There's only like 5 of them in the entire fucking state, but cause I had to drive like an hour to get to it. But
I don't think this exists in California. I don't think that exists in California.
Damn, really? Well, I mean, California has like the fucking enormous population, so like, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, we have the Fuhrer Newscom.
Oh, right. Then you're not a true liberated
the
state.
Group in Fuhrer.
I thought we were for Riboflavin Newsom.
We're not for Riber. Whatever you just said.
No. I went shooting yesterday. We had a interesting mishap. And we only picked up after a gun jammed. I've only picked up on after a gun jammed. So up until this point, I've only shot like 22s, like hunting rifles and stuff like that. So I got to shoot. I got to shoot a Chinese 80s, like 1980s replica of an M14. Amazing gun. It's just so smooth, man. It really is like the gun in the fucking video games. Like, anytime an M14 is depicted inside of a video game, it's like the only thing missing is just how heavy the thing is. Yeah, and like it's such a loud gun. It's such a and it's such a good gun. It's an incredibly accurate battle rifle. Fucking love that. I got to shoot my buddy Matthew's 4570, which he'd bought only a couple days ago. 4570 is a really big caliber, so it's the bullets are like this big. I don't really know if nobody's watching this, you know. Just imagine the bullets the size of this can of Arizona iced tea, basically.
That is not
no. I think that's more or less accurate.
Yeah, you know what,
or smaller than
Ivy, that is the most. I hate to get misogynistic here, but that is the most female coded thing I've ever seen you do. Just not understand measurement on such a
No, it's not that I'm not understanding measurement, man. It's that I realize the futility of making like a shape with zero depth perspective at a camera.
But then immediately going like,
nobody that I'm showing this is gonna understand what the fuck I'm doing.
You could just say the big bullet. You don't have to say it's the size of an Arizona iced tea. That is extremely girl coded.
It is. First of all, it is the size of an Arizona iced tea can. I was basically shooting a boy's AT rifle. So we took a few shots out of this thing. Matthew had already taken like 8 shots out of it that morning, and after the I think 6th shot between him and me and his buddy Derek, the gun the case jammed. It didn't get ejected. It was just flat sealed in there. So he had to get the range officer to find a ramrod for him so he could like pop it out like through the tube of the gun itself, because it's a break action. And every single shot that we had fired out of those 6 shots was split halfway down the middle on the case. It's the chamber's out of spec.
Yeah.
Every time the bullet exploded, it expanded to fit the chamber.
Jesus.
So like it's a wonder.
Did he have it bored out, or whoever the previous owner was? Did they have it
No,
out?
no. It wasn't. It's a brand new gun. This is from the factory. It came from the factory this way. It's out of spec. So he had his gunsmith look at it yesterday, and I was like, "Damn, that is an actual boomstick." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to the factory now. Like, it's got like a lifetime warranty or whatever, but like, it's not like, yeah, it's just too big." Like,
I'm a.
it was fun
gun.
though. It was a really good. Like, you wouldn't think you wouldn't think it wouldn't have like as little kickback as it did, but it honestly had about the same amount of kick as like a 22 like bolt action.
I'm a little
just because of how
guy.
heavy the gun was.
I'm a little gun guy. I like the idea of having a little, like the tiniest. If there was a way to get a tinier gun, like a gun that was literally just like I had to squeeze it like this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
Because in my mind,
It's the most female coded thing you've ever said, Marcus.
but it's true though. Having being a big man with a little gun is very funny to me, and also
It is
like,
very funny.
it's
It's why I
also,
always
like-
get tickled like whenever I see a cop that weighs like 450 pounds, like
And he's got
barely
a little-
squeezing into his body armor, and I see that he's got like just a little service issue, and he
yeah, a little-
just holds it like that, and he's like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Stop, or I'll shoot," and he will kill you. Like, don't get him wrong.
I like those the snub nose 38s.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Those are nice guns. But anyways,
I like the Japanese pistols.
yeah,
Okay.
you would. Your ass would
Yeah.
like the Jap. You would like the anime guns. Like I like when my guns have a sword on them. Like my gun is also a sword.
That's what a fucking M14 is, man. If you fix the fucking knife, like it's
bayonet,
what.
yeah.
That's yeah, like. So besides that, I also got to shoot a what is it, a 357 Magnum lever action rifle, which was a lot of fun, man. It's the action on it and everything is just so smooth.
Kickback on that's crazy. 357s are crazy. The
Not
kickback
for the
on-
rifle, no.
Oh, okay.
No, because this was like an old style, like this was like a cowboy rifle, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Like it had the curved buttstock and everything, so like you just
Yeah.
place it
was
like
like
right in
Revere.
your shoulder. Like your shoulder's doing like the holding on the back. You hold the gun like with your left, and then you just shoot and then shoot and then shoot and then shoot, and then it's literally like it is so smooth. It is absolutely like the gun that won the West. Like the second I like took it like this the third shot out of it, I was like, damn, this is straight up like a cowboy movie. This fucking rules.
My dad's homie once took a shooting,
Super accurate too.
and he had the Joker gun. It's a 357 Magnum with the stupid long nose. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like it literally looked like the Joker gun, and it looked like it's a preposterous ass gun. And I remember shooting it and fucking the kickback hitting me in the face, like this.
Yeah,
You know, like,
for a pistol, absolutely. Yeah.
crazy. I was not. My dad's
Yep.
like, "Oh yeah, hold it strong." I'm like, "All right, cool." Bam, and fucking
Yep.
immediately smack my shit. In the face.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only gun I've ever shot was this guy had a fucking Dragunov rifle.
Shit,
went
that's
to
so
go shoot
cool.
it, and that's the only gun I've ever shot. And my fucking shoulder was bruised for like.
I mean, yeah, it's a
after-
big gun. That's like a marksman rifle.
Fucking cool, though. No scope on it either. I got pretty close to the target.
Nice, good shot. How far out was it?
I think it was like
6
200
feet.
yards or something.
How many?
200 yards or something like that.
Nice, good shot, man.
6 feet. 6 feet.
6 feet,
I missed it.
6 feet
that's
away,
pretty
and he
far.
missed. 200 yards is great though.
Yeah, 200
We only shot 50 because it was just a public outdoor range. I think it only went up to like 100 yards anyway.
My brother got kicked out of a gun range a
Um,
while ago because he fucking
Is crazy.
No, his homie had like a bump stock, and he hip
Uh-huh.
fire. He was gonna be cool and hip fire it, and he
Yeah,
shot,
that's unsafe.
yeah, he shot the top of the thing, like of the, you know what I'm talking about, like the little, the glass that does that separates you from the fire range. He shot the top of that, and then he kept, because it was a bump stock, he kept shooting, and he went all the way up, and he shot the ceiling. He shot, and the guy was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" The guy was like, "Hey man,
Hey,
what
did
are you
he
doing?"
close his eyes too while he was doing it? Like, that's
don't
the
know.
most rookie shit I've ever heard.
He was doing like the fucking like Tony Montana shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it was
saying?
like trying to be like Rambo or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and he
And
just like,
guns
and
don't
shot-
work like that, man.
and
I
he
don't
shot-
know. I don't know what to tell
He
you.
shot the top of it, and he kept because of bump stocks. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
stupid ass dude.
Oh my god.
Anyway, speaking of bump
Absolutely
stock stuff,
stupid.
we
We need
were
to
gonna
bump
talk-
stocks up, and the
We were
stocks are
talking-
HomieVulgaris, and
Yes.
you can bump our stocks by going to patreon.com/the Homie Collective
We
and
were
giving us
talking
$1
about-
or more. Thank you to everybody who's been upgrading their subscription to a year. It's been really nice.
It's awesome. We've been talking about this in the. Me and Shoggy have been talking about essentially kidnapping the two of you, or like just making you sit through something very unpleasant that I found recently,
Cool, yeah.
which was
No, I love being clockworked orange by one of my best friends. Yeah, go for it. What are we doing? Yeah, sure.
we're not gonna do it because we realize it's the rabbit hole on it is too deep, right? We could start an entirely separate podcast about this, right? And it's an Indian guy that wrote fan fiction for Stephen Paddock. So he wrote something called The Last Words of Stephen Paddock, where he writes the suicide note that Stephen Paddock never left. And he talks about, like, he's essentially doing Rorschach. You're mogging me. Awesome. Is that what that feels like? That sucks. I'm sorry I do that to you. I'm sorry. I had no idea how bad that sucks until someone gave it to me. Now I know it's bad and I should never do that.
I'm sorry, man. I
so
was
we-
listening though, I swear.
We found this guy. He does Stephen Paddock. He wrote Stephen Paddock fan fiction
Okay.
about Stephen Paddock's last word, and it's very funny because at the very bottom of it, he's like, "I don't know Stephen Paddock. I've never met Stephen Paddock. I wanted to get inside of his head, so I wanted to write his last words." Which is, and like, so he just makes Stephen Paddock seem like Rorschach. So like, it fucking. From Watchmen, it makes no sense. And then we're like, well, that can't be the only article that he read. And so me and Shoggy went in and did a deep dive into his page. And he writes a lot about like Indian politics and Modi. And he has a lot of sexual fantasies about like Modi like coming in his food and like nurturing it nurtures him and it gives him strength to be like the best Indian nationalist he could be. It's incredible. It's me and Shoggy this is the opposite of mocking.
Yeah.
Me and Shoggy were gonna like bring you along and read passages from it, but in all honesty,
Cool.
it's radioactive.
Yeah.
It's bad for your brain.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not good
I
for you.
see it. I
Trying to-
see it like
trying to, like-
radiating back
Yeah.
off of you. It's like, is that why you didn't sleep last night?
No, I didn't sleep last night because I was monitoring the situation.
Okay.
And by monitoring
What
the
happened? What's the situation?
The situation is lots of people are having takes online, and all of them
Okay.
are dog shit, and it's awesome.
Okay,
This is
that's
like
every
a-
day though.
No, but this is different though,
Why is this different?
because these people are having takes that have real world consequences, right? And so like normally people are like people go online
excuse
and be
me.
like, I think furry porn and zoophilia are the same actually, and you're like, okay, well, kill yourself, right? And then
Yeah.
All right, hey, listen. If you think an anthropomorphic dog guy wanting to get his rocks off is the same as someone literally fucking a dog, you need to die. You know what I'm saying? Like your brain doesn't understand. Like you can have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
what?
yeah,
But
there's-
these people don't define the world, right?
Yeah,
They're mentally ill people online.
Yeah. Nobody,
What is the situation
the
here?
situation now is you have guys like Matt Walsh and people that people listen to, like big swaths of conservative your Mimas and Peps. They listen to these people. I don't know why, but they're going on there and being like, Iran is gonna awaken sleeper cells in America, so you should be armed when you leave your house. Because at
Okay,
any
we're
moment-
doing
Dog rum.
Bush again. It sounds
yeah,
like
but it's like
Yeah.
this is
We're
this is
doing the
bl-
war on terror again. We've circled back to the war on terror. We've done the shitty like Clinton presidency, like the farce version of that. So now we've got the farce version of the Bush presidency. So
yeah. It's gonna.
what's the farce version of the Obama presidency? I
It's-
wonder.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, well, you already know. You already know
Oh.
who it is. You already know
Who?
who's gonna win.
It's Sheck West, and he's gonna sing Mo Bamba.
I can't remember. It's the guy that I said was gonna win the presidency this year. Cornel West, the Cornel West presidency.
Oh my God.
Cornel West presidency would slap. Unironically, I don't care what anyone says. Cornel West coming out and winning would be. Here's how he can still win. All right.
Here's how he can still win.
Here's how he can.
Here's how he can still win, man.
I got $30 million on Polymarket. Says he'll win it. It says he'll sweep it. No, in all honesty, like I don't know. Not to get. I don't have my nose on, so I can't really talk politics. At least not. In a way
Oh
that's
right,
funny.
yeah, because we're not serious right now.
Actually, hold on. Right.
Let me go get it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna stick it on. I'm just gonna hold it real quick, so we can talk politics really quickly. Okay, all
I
right.
didn't know that's how it worked.
Just a real quick talk of politics.
It's real situation shit, right? The Democratic Party. We have to understand.
It makes it sound like you're holding your nose, by the way. So like you look like you're holding your nose, and then you actually sound like you're holding your nose. So I think that this is very funny, actually.
Actually, okay, let's talk about it like this, okay?
Okay.
The Democratic Party is controlled opposition, okay, and they have been for decades at this point. And there is only one true ruling party in America, and that one true ruling party in America
It's money.
is the business interest, and of the various outlets and inputs for the various industrial complexes, be they material or military, spiritual. What is the other one?
I was like half joking with that,
No,
but I
like,
remember
there's
that evangelicals existed.
There's like a theocratic industrial complex where like
There's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the evangelicals like straight up like have this whole like death cult thing going on where they're like funding there's like an Israeli science initiative to make like a perfectly red calf or something like that. It's and it's like the evangelicals are funding this, and it's because they share a combined belief that it will herald the end times. It's
Do you
like,
want to know who the first person to stoke the Israel?
Holden Blood Feast.
No, no, I know about Holden Blood Feast. Senator out of Missouri. No, no. What the fuck is his name? You know who I'm talking about.
John
The
Fetterman.
devil? No, the other devil. Not
Mufasa?
No, Ronald
Lucifer.
Reagan. Ronald Reagan stoked the Jordan Israel, like essentially he made it so that Israel was beefing with everyone.
Yeah.
He wanted, and he was giving them guns to do so.
Yeah.
And he, like the Iran Contras, literally the part of the Iran Contras was he was setting up for war in Iran between Israel. And do you know why he was doing that? Because his fucking stupid, rotted ass brain, his senile brain, from a numerologist that he had as his personal advisor, someone who looked at the numbers and was like, "Oh, I think this is a good move, boss."
Pretty standard thing for the 80s.
Yeah, essentially had told him
That a court philosopher.
that the end times were yeah, he did. That the end times
the
were
court
coming.
wizard told him that the third and the fifth stars had aligned,
The end times were
but
coming.
we're hiding behind the 10th planet.
He said that the end times were coming.
Yep.
And not only were the end times coming, but that part of that Israel needs to be destroyed in a nuclear holocaust in order for Jesus to come back. That all of the Jews need to go back to Israel, and then it needs to be destroyed in a nuclear holocaust. And Ronald Reagan's
Whoa.
Ronald Reagan's like, "Oh, yep, checks out to me. We should do that." Like, and that's literally he
Really
believed
putting
that.
the Holocaust and the nuclear Holocaust of this one.
He fucking believed that. He
Damn.
legitimately believed that because evangelicals had essentially preached that kind of shit. All right, nose off time. Anyways, we're doing silly little goofy guy shit.
All right,
over
we're
here.
back to being silly and goofy.
So no, essentially,
We're monitoring the situation.
last night I was monitoring the situation. I was watching guys ask for people to do pogroms, but I was also I watched this guy called Woke Texas Patriot, who
I like how I incepted the woke in there.
yeah, no, sorry.
He's
I don't
not
know.
the woke Texas
He's not the woke
Patriot.
Texas. He's just the Texas Patriot. You made me put woke Texas. Stop putting things in my mind. I haven't slept yet.
Wokesist patriot.
The wokest Patriot. he's like sitting. He's got like this fat ass white mustache. The other thing too is that his other. I watched his
Is that a
comment.
handlebar?
No, it's not. It's just my mustache is nicer than his, which is not saying much.
You have a nice mustache. You got like a nice postman's mustache. You know.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I want you to see this and be like, this guy delivers mail.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Like I unironically, because the mustache is there, I assume that whatever is on the hat is representing the United States Postal Service.
It is. It is.
And it says cock.
Cock, yeah.
It's a picture of a rooster.
Yeah, listen.
I can only assume that's one of their like more esoteric mascots.
Honestly, the Mexican Postal Service should be the rooster. Right? It should be, you know what I'm saying? We have the, like, America has the eagle, the Mexican should be the rooster. Right? He wakes your ass up, he's loud as hell.
Yeah. Mail's here, bitch. Fuck you.
So,
Pay your taxes.
Let's talk about woke Texas
You got
Patriot.
bills,
Let's
idiot.
talk about woke Texas Patriot real quick.
Yep. Woke Texas Patriot. Putting the
Guy-
woke. Really
yeah,
putting the woke in there.
He goes online and he tells people, this is what he's like, I got a message for black people. Black people, stay home. This isn't your fight, black people. Stay home. This isn't your fight. Palestinians have never had your back. Mexicans have never had your back. Just stay home. Don't get involved. This has nothing to do with you. This is between Americans and Iranians. And like, yeah. And like, I don't know how he figured out a way to be racist to black people in a in a post that's not about them. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, so like what he's doing isn't anything new for American racism,
absolutely
right?
not, no.
Like, because like that's what fucking like anytime there's some kind of like greater call for like solidarity or something like that between minorities, it's always broken up or attempted to be broken up by like usually especially like capital interests, but also just like people who are just straight up racist, who are indirect pawns of capital interests.
Black and brown solidarity in this country is legitimately such a massive threat that they play. They're like
that's why they like play these people like in against each other like in fucking prisons,
and they give them a voice.
Yeah.
If you look online, if you look on like Twitter right now, you could easily find a bunch of like really big popular like black creators going on being like, I'm not going to stand with anyone in LA right now because they didn't stand for us. And listen,
shut the fuck up. Come on, man.
I understand that like Latino have had not a great fucking track record with like African Americans and just black people all over the world. I understand that there's a lot of fucking healing and fucking like shit that we have to do personally to like walk back a lot of the horrible sentiments. That you also have to realize that we were colonized to think that way.
Yeah.
They not just colonize our like literal physical bodies and spaces, they colonize our fucking brains.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like they turned us against allies. They wanted us, every time that we turn our backs on each other, they win. Right.
Yeah.
And like that recognition changes the game a lot. And like you can get really far ahead in this world if you decide to be a stereotype, and that stereotype plays into a white vision of what they see you as, and then you become useful and you become a prop. You become propaganda.
You reinforce the existing paradigm.
I mean, just a reminder that we had slavery so bad they brought y'all motherfuckers to come help us.
What does that mean?
We had slavery. We had slavery so bad, and the sugar canes in like the Caribbeans, like Latinos had it. Like Latinos were literally being enslaved. That they brought Africans over to help us cultivate sugar cane.
That's not.
They didn't have enough slavery.
I don't like the way. I don't like the way that you phrase it, but I'll allow it. I think the way that you phrase it is poor. But I
think the way I phrase it is all right.
But yeah, like the whole like reading about like because like it goes back to like the argument being like the theological argument of, I think we talked about this a few podcasts ago about like Dicasas. And everything like that.
No, we just talked about that between us.
Oh, we talked about that between us. Okay, so we had a conversation about this earlier, probably in the last month or so, where they're like the whole reason like all of this is the way that it is essentially is because it's one like house of cards that has been built like off of what things can we get away with, basically.
Absolutely.
And the only way that the House of Cards stays like together is if the cards don't go, hey, wait, I could just like fall over with all my other cards here and just collapse this thing. Like
So
they were
you
straight up killing like the native people in North and South America, like the Spanish were, until there was like enough of a voice in the Catholic Church that was like, hey,
maybe we shouldn't do this.
maybe we shouldn't be killing these people. Because like the argument from the colonizers was, well,
They're not people.
they're not people because none of them believe in Jesus. That means none of them are soul. None of them have souls. And then like you had a theologian like De Casas was like accompanied like a party of conquistadors on its fucking like blood rage rampage through the fucking like Americas. And De Casas came back and he was like, I think that this is bad, actually. I've got a theological argument for why this is bad, and it's just that we haven't talked to them yet, so we should stop killing them and like at least try to convert them. And like every step after that has just been like another step of justification for like repression, basically.
Yeah.
It's just doing the maximum that you can get away with, and like doing just like a little bit more than you can get away with, and then paring it back a little bit until it's acceptable.
The big difference between the United States, Anglo-white America, versus Latin America in toto, right?
Ow.
Like, is that the conquistadors came. We're having technical difficulties with the cat. Wait, you back? What's going on? You all right? Ivy, talk to me. Folks, they got her. Iran got her. They said a sleeper agent.
I got her.
They said a sleeper agent.
I got her. I got the kitty. She's here now.
So, the thing is,
Yeah,
right, is
she's
that
your
like
baby.
in
Ow! Stop biting me, you son of a
Latin
bitch.
America, the conquistadors they came over, they were doing their thing, they sent the Catholic Church out, but they had their reckoning of like, hey, we think this is evil, this is a mistake, this is bad. But they like by the 17th century, they were like the conquest, the conquistadors, everything that we did was actually really bad. They had their like moral crisis.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they did. It was a moral crisis.
In America,
there's no such moral crisis for
they had their moral crisis, but it was post Civil War.
Yeah.
And it was just for slavery.
Yeah.
And they do not see the genocide that they brought to the Native Americans that pushed them essentially into these reservations. They do not have a moral crisis over that. They still feel, and like that kind of inability to only create one type, like, oh, we can only really have one cultural sin that we have to appease.
Yeah.
Doesn't allow for any kind of like healing. You can't see people as people, which is like why we're kind of in the position that we are now with like people. I don't know, this shouldn't be a fucking radical take. I genuinely believe this, but like every Dem and every single person that I've ever met is like, people just need to respect the laws, and if they're gonna immigrate here, then they need to like immigrate in the correct way, and blah 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 blah. And I say, fuck that noise.
Yeah,
like, people deserve to travel freely, regardless. Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
It's like what we've done throughout the entirety of history.
Yes, it is, and it is
what we've done before history.
It's an incredibly American belief that you should be allowed to go into any country that you want, but no one should be allowed to come to yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that makes and like if you explain it that way, people more than likely are like, the only people who are not going to be with you on that are shitheads. They're people that we're never going to, but like people don't think about it in these ways, right? And I tell people all the time, like, I don't know. The other thing too is that like I hate that we live in a world where the justification, especially like in the liberal mind, for fucking immigration, allowing immigration, be it legal or illegal, the justification for it is like who's gonna pick our crops? Essentially, who's gonna be our economic
Yeah.
permanent underclass?
Yeah, literally,
Right?
yeah. Who's gonna keep running the hamster wheels that keep this thing running?
Yeah, every like I watched I read this article by like a city council member in LA, and he was like, my parents were immigrants, and like what's going on in LA is terrible, and I understand, like, yeah, he's correct in this one thing, and then all of a sudden he fucking undoes all of it because he's like, people need to realize that immigrants are responsible for like a large amount of the work that gets done in this country, and he's like, and they're the reason why we have economic prosperity and why we make the money that we make is because they do all the hard work and all the hard jobs, and we shouldn't be turning them away from our country. And like, brother, we should be paying them more. Brother, not only should we not be fucking taking, welcoming them into our country, we should be paying them more, right? Because if we pay the bottom earner in this world, if we pay them more money, that literally raises the bar for everyone else.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It like,
yeah.
It's the trickle down shit does not, and I'm like, I live in a world full of fucking retards. It's really what I'm sorry, but like I've been monitoring the situation for decades now. You know what I'm saying? And all I can say is that people are completely stupid. They do not learn anything from history. They have no economic understanding. But like, here's a great example. Say you're a business owner and you somehow came into $20, you found 20 extra bucks. Mm-hmm. You found it, right? And actually,
I'm not $20.
I'm not gonna do this metaphor because people are gonna poke holes in it. But
I love $20.
What I'm saying is that, like, essentially, if you give someone $20, they're gonna go spend that $20 somewhere else, right? And if you're the government and you could just print money, which is what we're doing, right? And like, we don't even have to print money. In all honesty, we just need to we have a permanent like upper class that refuses to pay into anything.
Yes.
And like, we're moving so close. I don't think that I think everyone is worried about World War III in the sense of like, oh, there's going to be a nuclear holocaust. I don't think that's going to happen. You know why? Because billionaires haven't figured out a way to like survive a nuclear holocaust any different than we have, right? Because like, imagine you're what's his name? You're Mark Zuckerberg, and you decide to go to your Hawaii, your based racist Hawaii enclosure encampment for the nuclear holocaust. Okay, and then you wait the 3 or 4 weeks. By the way, this is real nerd shit. Modern nuclear warheads don't have fallout.
What?
Yeah, they don't have fallout. So like, they have where the sites that they hit are irradiated, but there is no fallout dust.
But they didn't use. Wait, what do you mean the sites that they hit? Oh, like if one gets dropped.
Yeah, if they drop a nuke. So what happened in like Nagasaki and Hiroshima is they dropped nukes in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and the fallout cloud devastated the rest of the area because it was covered. It destroyed the agriculture in the area. Mm-hmm. It was like a big cloud of radioactive dust, and it went all over the place. Right?
Yeah.
They solved that problem, I think, like immediately after that. Right, because they realized how dangerous it was to just have a nuclear cloud, right? Like nuclear radiation clouds. So they don't have modern warheads don't have. It's not. We shouldn't like if Israel gets nuked, it wipes Israel off the map, but it doesn't. There's no fallout cloud that's going to end up in New Jersey. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's a misconception that a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. I would also like radioactive Italians, but it's not going to happen, pal. Hey, I got a little fucking extra arm going out of me over here. I went to Satrials and I noticed I got a little extra arm poking out of my ass. Anyways, but like, so that's even the bunker people were like, oh, you have to wait 2 to 3 weeks for the fucking radiation to clear. Like, that's true, but only at the site. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't. There's big swaths of the world is a lot bigger than people think it is. Anyways,
So what you're saying is we should, in fact, nuke Tel Aviv.
I'm not saying it, but hey, listen, hey.
So you're saying that if Washington, D.C. was nuked, none of us would be affected?
I'm sure Washington, D.C. would be affected.
I think there would be ramifications probably for the rest of the country, yeah. I think we would be affected, just not, like, in any predictable way.
Can I be honest with you?
No.
Oh, okay. We're gonna change topics entirely because this is a bummer, and I'd rather talk about something that raised my blood pressure in a funny way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, what have you put faces on this week?
Now, you know what? I'm back. Let's talk about the other stuff, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to understand that joke at all, you can go to patreon.com/the Homie Collective and get our latest episode by subscribing.
Yeah.
Our latest Patreon episode.
If you're a real woke Texas patriot,
you'll go to
patreon.com/the Homie Collective.
Go to patriot.com.
No, patriot.com.
Not Patriot, Patreon.com. Anyways.
I'm just making sure the listeners understand.
So, the big beautiful bill, that's coming out.
I heard it's flopping.
One of the stipulations to it is, in order for the government to cut, one of the ways that the government is going to cut cost is they're going to destroy the recently created EV fleet for the USPS and tear up all of their charging stations. Yeah, because
but it's already there.
Yeah, it's not even a cost-cutting measure. They're just going to destroy it.
Oh.
Just fuck the USPS, right? And I've gotten a lot of people sending it to me in my DMs, like, have you seen this shit yet? And it's, stop sending it to me. It is raising my blood pressure. It is. Every time I read it, I'm like, I don't know what reaction you want from me other than to shit my pants and scream and throw up. Because that's all that I could really muster. It's just like a primal rage scream. You know what I mean? I can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that I can do for. I'm sorry. You're fucking. It infuriates me. I fucking don't know what to do about. I went. 3 people sent me that, and I went to the gym for 3 hours yesterday to deal with it. Right?
So that's why you went to the gym for 3 hours.
Yeah, to deal with the rage of that. Oh. Yeah. I'm monitoring the situation.
It's the situation's being monitored.
Yeah.
It's being monitored very intensely.
Yeah, I'm intensely monitoring the situation. My stupid ass went on the bike for an hour, and then I lifted for an hour, and then I fucking swam for an hour, and I feel like shit. I feel like death.
And it's because people kept telling Marcos to monitor the situation.
No, it's because people were like, "Oh, what do you think of this?
Have you seen this situation?
Yeah.
What do you think of this situation?
Yeah. What possible reaction? What combination of words could I say that would elicit a funny response for you?
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I could think of doing is sending a video of me posting a fucking, like, just the angriest nut you can imagine. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a very rageful bust.
Yeah. A scornful bust, even.
Yeah, a scornful bust. That's what it was. Yeah. Just because, like, what else could I? You know what I'm saying? I'm so mad about it. I can't. And it's like, I didn't vote for Trump. I don't even vote. And people like, you know why I don't vote? Because none of my interests are represented in America.
No, they never are.
One of them. Not a single. I'm not. I wish I could even be a single issue voter, but no fucking issue has even been brought up that matters to me. If a fucking candidate tomorrow, you're like, people are like, what about Marianne Williamson? Marianne Williamson could suck my dick because she was like, what we need to do is give 30 billion to Israel. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an interest that represents me. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's not an interest.
Yeah.
That's not.
My
give $30 billion to me, Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about we fix the potholes first?
Yeah, no, listen.
Yeah, seriously.
We need a party, and this can't happen. This is an impossibility. I'm saying this is a straight impossibility. But we need a fucking party, and the party needs to have 3 things, literally 3 core concepts. That's all it needs. right? And it's that all humans deserve the right to fucking get healthcare free, right? They deserve to have their health needs taken care of. All people, regardless of who they are, deserve to be able to get educated and better their lives. However it is that they do that, right? The third one, all fucking people deserve dignity, which means places to sleep, fucking, they don't have to shit on the streets. If they are on drugs, they can seek the ability to get off of drugs, right? And none of these fucking things should be radical. These should be standard.
Yeah.
We should not be sending fucking $30 trillion a month to fucking Israel. I don't understand how my taxpayer dollars are both of my taxpayer dollars are going at war on both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gave the weapons that they're shooting.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like,
and I can't.
Why did a fleet of like Israeli like whatevers that they bought from us destroy like 3 F-14s that the Iranians bought from us 30 years ago?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, why did that happen?
Yes. And then I watched a guy, like, there's a guy called like the War Masturbator or something. That's not his name, but
the War Jerk Off.
Yeah, the War Jerker, the War Gooner, the War Gooner.
War Gooner.
And his thing was like, is Iran?
Yo, hit us up if you're the War Gooner, by the way.
Yeah, hit us up. War Gooner, come on the show, dude.
War Gooner, come on the show.
I love the War Gooner, dude. He's just fucking like, oh,
he's just beating it.
He's like, Tel Aviv is using Scud missiles. Oh my fucking
Scud
God.
missiles.
Yeah,
way to fucking date your age, man.
Anyways, so he's literally being like, Iran, the missiles that Iran is using against Israel are newer missiles. Where do they get the missiles from? Like, because the missiles that they should be at least, they're like American origin, sure, but they should be at least 30 years old. But these aren't 30 years old. They're much newer. So like,
it's probably because they like had factories and built them and like had scientists or something, I would assume.
Listen, no, it's because they're buying them from America. Still. That's why they have newer missiles, because we never stop selling them missiles. All right, that's literally what it is. People are in his comments being like, literally doing like math of being like, they could have made factories, they could have done this is that, and sure, the reality is, America is selling them missiles still. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. Yeah. None of this matter. Like, come on, America would sell nukes. America, fuck no. I don't know. I'm not dying for Israel, dude. I'm not dying for Israel. I'm not dying for, I will give my life for Pakistan, but that's it. I'll do anything for Pakistan. I will. Okay. This is a Pakistani podcast. This is the only Semitic Pakistani podcast.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Our geopolitical is all over the place. We're Truly. North Korean. We fuck heavy with North Korea. We love Pakistan. We're kind of ambivalent on Azerbaijan. Oh, that's like a lot of people don't like about. Like,
I think maybe Azerbaijan's not as good because of the things that they did or something.
I don't know anything about Azerbaijan, but I know that people get really mad when you.
Aren't they the guys that invaded Armenia?
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay.
They're all Greeks. They get mad when you say it, but they're all Greek guys.
They invaded Fred Armenia.
Yeah, Fred Armenianson, and he's like, "Oh, we're getting invaded." I hate that. I fucking hate Fred Armisen.
Really? Why?
Just because he's Portland as a guy. If Portland was a guy,
he's not even from Portland.
I know he's not. That makes him more Portland. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most Portland shit you can be, is not be from Portland and be a Portland ass guy. I don't know. Portland, the city, rubbed me so wrong when I was in Portland. It was such a bad experience. That lady brought me hot sauce and put it on my food without asking me because I was Mexican, and that felt way more racist. You know what I'm saying? That felt way more racist than anything anyone has ever done to me.
I don't know what to say about that. That's bad.
Yeah, that she brought out Like we went to a Mexican restaurant, and she goes, "Oh, I know what you like," and then she just fucking started going.
I know what you like.
That's fucking racism, dog.
Yes,
like,
it is.
And like that was, but it was uncomfortable because if I would have called her out on it, Sock would have been like, "Oh, that's actually problematic," and I'm like, "Come on, Sock, you gotta."
Sock?
Yeah, Sock, one of my non-binary coworkers.
Okay.
That wasn't their actual name, but you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Sock.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know Sock. All
Yeah.
trans people know each other.
Yeah. Oh, you know Sock?
Yeah, I know Sock.
It is kind of true that all trans people do kind of know each other because like every now and then people will ask me if I know Blair from or Tetra.
Yeah.
Yeah, people ask me, like people complete strangers will be like, "How do you know this person?" I'm like, "How the fuck do you know this person?" How the fuck do you know this person? You know what I'm saying? Like she's the only trans person in Atlanta. That's crazy to me. It's fucking nuts. Atlanta's not that small. It's a big ass city. How does everyone know her? Right? And these aren't people from Atlanta. These are people like, you know, one of my homies from Maine was like, "Oh wait, you know Tetra?" I'm like, "Yeah, I remember she's really early in the podcast. We were like homies." And they're like, "What the fuck?" "Oh yeah, we've been mutuals for years." What the fuck?
No, been mutuals for years. Okay.
Yeah. But also, what's the other?
Yeah.
There's a lot of like trans stereotypes that aren't bad, but they're real. You know what I'm saying?
That aren't what?
That aren't bad. I think that we need to understand that stereotypes aren't always necessarily bad. You know what I'm saying? Like playing Smash is not a bad thing. Like being hella good
it's
at
not
Smash.
a bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah, being hella good at Smash.
Playing Smash is a bad thing. Nobody should be playing Smash.
Being good at it.
And being good at it is
not bad.
Probably also bad. You know, you shouldn't be playing
map
Smash.
games. Like, listen,
that's fine.
Of course, you would say that. I think map games. I think map games is
fine when I do it.
No, I think it's the most degenerate shit. Right?
It's fine when I do it.
I genuinely think map games and Warhammer shit, which both of you are into, but only one of you is trans. To me, when a trans girl tells me that, or a trans guy, when a trans guy is into Warhammer, I know I'm gonna have a bad time. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy, this dude is going to send me dinosaur pictures all the time.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's fun for the first but then you like. I have people on Instagram and on TikTok that send me like 50 to 30 reels a day, right? And
50 to 30 feral hogs a day.
Yeah, 50 to 30. And what am I supposed to do? Shoot them with my 22 caliber?
Shoot them with your 45-70 that explodes in the chamber.
I mean, like, no, people send me these things, right? They send me all this shit, and like, it's the same thing. It's the same 5 jokes. It's like dinosaurs, death metal, or like some kind of like new metal. You know what I'm saying? Like for trans guys, it's dinosaurs, new metal. It's like guys drinking beers. It's usually like some kind of guy with Down syndrome going like hell yeah, or doing something cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, which honestly, I like that shit. Keep sending me that shit. That's awesome. And then it's always like nightmare, schizophrenia, nightmare. And there's those are the 5 things that they send me every day. And it's just
have you been liking the free lobotomies?
The ones you've been sending me?
Yeah.
Have I been sending you the piss yourself now videos?
No.
I've been sending those to Hamwich, where it's always starting out where like it's a guy being like, "Oh, today we're gonna go on a nice, beautiful walk," and then it's immediately hit you like, "It's like piss yourself now." And
oh, I think he showed me
that. Yeah. Piss yourself now. It's very funny. And then all the trans girls, they're always sending me Charlie XCX.
Okay.
Right. Girls making drinks, like girls like doing a lot of drinks. What is the other one? Girls, or what is the fucking super like fighting game stuff, like like Skullgirl stuff, right? Being like this is the meta for this, or the hitbox information is this, or this one I actually really like. I fucking love this one. Please keep sending me this stuff. It's Blender tips and tutorials, right? It's like how to do stuff on Blender. That's cool. I love that shit. Right?
Just plug it in, press the button.
No, you asshole. Do you know what Blender is? Do either of you know what Blender is?
I do. Yeah, it's like it's a 3D modeler.
It's a 3D modeler, right?
Yeah, 3D modeling software.
I've been debating downloading it so I can get good at it, but the problem is I'm also trying to teach myself everything else while also monitoring the situation. And like I'm like legitimately running into the human limits of like how much attention I can pay to things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ever feel that way?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. There are days when like I have one headphone in and I'm listening to a podcast on my computer and like I have like a video blaring on my phone, and then while that's happening there's another window open that's like another video that I'm watching on my other monitor, and I'm like working on the Homie-Zine, and I'm doing all of this like all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then when I'm not doing that, I go to the gym and I lift.
Work out for 3 hours.
Work out to 3 hours. Well, I work out to Deftones, which is nice. It's a nice little right? It's like I like to hear a guy moaning in my ear while I'm working out. It's really gets me where I need to go. You know
I get you.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm not saying I condone the lifestyle, but I understand, you know.
Ivy said, your lifestyle is a sin. I would love to see conservative Ivy. I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I would. It would be awesome.
This message brought to you by IvyCorp.
Yeah, this message. Conservative Ivy would slap. It would be cool. I think it would be cool.
No,
I think it would.
I think conservative Ivy would be bad.
No, I think you'd be awesome. I think it'd be awesome for you to still be like trans and be like, trans girls are bad. It's a sin. Like, I think that's awesome. I think
I don't think that's. I think that's good. I love
those kinds of people. Like a real Milo Yiannopoulos style guy. You know what I'm
I hate
saying?
those people.
I love those guys. Those guys.
I think it's actually bad.
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome when a guy fucking hates the kind of guy that he is. He hates other people that are like him. I think that's cool. I think
No. It's really not.
It's not cool, but it's cool.
Are you saying Trump's secretly Mexican?
No, I don't think so. I do like I remember early on in his first term, people were calling him Donaldo Trompez and like doing like
like, the fucking videos.
Yeah, you remember the videos I was sending you?
The AI videos of him like talking about fat bitches.
Yeah, he was just like he was like Perdona mi nalgona. They call me the orange nalgon. Oh hell yeah, dude.
Can't really say it that well. I'm doing like layers.
What, he's got a little guy on his backpack?
Huh?
Why has he got a little guy on his shoulder?
That's his power pack.
Nah, that's a little guy, dude. I know what that is.
I know what that is. I see a little head. It looks like it's got shoulders and a frame. That's a little guy.
It does have a face.
Dude.
It does have a face, yeah. The skull.
Skull face.
Skull face. Face of the skull.
Did you see that The Alchemist is using AI?
No.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Why?
This is my personal 9/11. The Alchemist and Erykah Badu release an album, and the album is fully AI. And like, yeah. Huh. And so like I was giving The Alchemist. No, it's not. It's awful. And like the worst thing about it is that like I didn't realize that The Alchemist is also Israeli, which like come on, dog. That's AI Israeli, and you steal beats. That's what are you doing?
Man.
Come on, man.
Like, he stole beats?
Man.
He stole beats.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
No. This is my 9/11.
It's okay. We still have Cut Chemist.
For now. For now, dude.
Till we find out he's cutting the chems with fentanyl.
Yeah. I've been playing that Bomb Rush game. It's like a nice little.
Oh, cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
The game's
Bomb
really
Rush.
good.
It's not good. Good is not the word I would use.
It's good for a Jet Set game.
It's fun. It's all right.
It's fun.
It's just like I don't know. It's a heavy ripoff of Jet Set Radio, but it's also like got fighting mechanics, which is weird.
It's inspired.
Yeah. No, it's a direct ripoff, dude. But the music is good. The music is crazy good. That's where I got that "I Want to Know Your Name" song. Oh. Isn't that Eva Boy?
Know your name? No, it's not.
It's not. It sounds like an Eva Boy.
About you, girl. Yeah, I listen to the album all the time.
That's why I know. I think the first time I heard it, I was like, "Oh, is this where Ruben got it?"
I like the Bad Bunny remix.
I don't think I've heard that one.
It's I'll send it to you later.
I like the one where it was like, "Yo, you better watch your back."
Yeah, you better watch your back.
Yeah, I fucking love that, dude. I say it to my dog now all the time. like I'll start barking. I'm like, yeah, you better watch your back. I like doing Bit Crush in real life. That's it. Yo, you better watch your back. Yeah, you should play Cyber Bomb Rush if you haven't, Ivy.
You should also play fucking. I've been playing this demo of Dead by Disco. It's been really good.
That sounds
my
sick.
favorite song.
It's like a rhythm fighting game
That sounds sick.
that you can put your own like fucking songs into, and like set the BPM and everything.
On the album is the G-Funk song. That's
let
me see you shake that.
Oh yeah, dude, that song slaps, dude. I can make it shake if you want me to.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, that song is that fucking game is so good. It's so stupid, but it's so good. I also played Sandland. That's crazy fun.
I saw you were playing that.
You know, like in all honesty, I just don't have time to actually game, so I've just been playing like really shitty, like whatever I can find.
You beat Oblivion?
No, I'm never gonna
play
beat
that.
it. I don't like Oblivion. I don't like it anymore, dude.
I've been playing Ark single player.
You're not kimmed up, man.
It's fun.
You're not kimmed anymore. You're not on the Kim mindset.
What are you talking about?
Kim?
Oh
Yep.
no, Morrowind is different. Morrowind I still play, and I like the thing that I've been having. The problem that I've been having, honestly, with gaming is that I hardly have any time to do anything else. So when I do sit down to game,
Yeah.
I'm like, I should stream this, right? And like I want to, but then my house is fucking loud as hell, and like I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
I want a game, but also like I want it to be towards something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to have any time to myself. The time that I have to myself is at the gym. That's for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Everything else is like I'm trying to give it to the homies. I'm trying to put it towards all the projects that I'm working on, like the album, which I'm working on, the For the Girlies album, the Unk tapes. I think today, later on, maybe tonight, after this is over, I'm probably gonna go and put together all my B-sides from my SoundCloud and everything and just get it into an album just to get it out, because I don't know. I think, like, in all honesty, I think one of my biggest problems with making music and art and all this stuff, and Winslow's going to kick my ass when he hears me say this because he's literally told me this, but I don't listen to people unless I don't listen to nobody unless I think the thought myself. Is that that's
I have a very similar problem. Yeah.
yeah. People were like, "Oh, you should do this." I'm like, I should fucking fuck you, pal." And then later I'm like, you know, I actually should do this.
Yeah, I actually should have done that. Yeah. I actually should be doing that. You're right. Yeah. Actually, fuck. Goddamn shit.
But like, Winslow,
they were right.
Yeah, Winslow was saying that like my biggest problem is that like all my shit is hard to find. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's difficult. You'd have to like dig into it. It'd be much easier if I just bring it to people. And part of it was like, well, I want the mystique. And it's like, well, it's not mystique if nobody even knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
You know, like,
There's no mystique to be had if nobody like can even like know that you're there, like that you're even a presence. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I really do got to put myself out there more and do more things. And so
yeah,
you know, I'll probably take some pictures today, some really funny pictures, and like make that the album cover. And I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, take some like MySpace era pictures.
Dude, I've been thinking about doing a picture of me in my underwear and like with like doo-doo in my butt, right? And then like with a clown nose on and like with a single like one single teardrop. And I'm like pointing at my cock hat and I'm like just like, you know what I'm saying? Like real, I don't know. There's
like how you want to be Mystique and then do shit like that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I have fucking no idea, bro. I have no idea, bro. I exist in a bizarre world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I've noticed is I haven't taken any unhinged pictures of myself recently. I was looking through my camera, and I was like, I haven't taken any. I used to
that's
take
a metric that you measure.
Yeah, because I used to. My favorite pose was to like poke my belly out as far as I could, and then like take a selfie with just mostly my belly in the frame. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can barely see my face.
Yeah, the blowjob point of view.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember when I would keep doing that? It was
so
so
like a gun.
Yeah, but I had the gun pointed to my own dick. It was and it was like, suck it or I'll blow it off. Like, which is a crazy ass threat. But you know, like I used to do that all the time. I used to take pictures on the toilet, just straight doo doo. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be more unhinged, and then I fell off. Low key, I fell off.
You should do a selfie where you're leaning forward on the toilet so we can see the shit in the toilet.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. You can see down my butt, my booty crack, and into the. That sounds really bad, actually.
Ridge racer, but surprise, it's just my ass.
There was a month ago when I was trying to make, because I'm learning how to do animation, and I learned about parallax. You know about parallax?
The Marvel villain?
No.
Or, I don't know. What's a parallax?
A parallax background is when there's three backgrounds.
Okay.
There's a top, there's a bottom, and then there's an actual like backdrop, and they're all layered.
Oh yeah. I do know this. Is like how old fucking like animation used to do, so that way they could like make it look like the background and everything was moving. Yeah, absolutely know what this is. Yeah.
So I was gonna do a parallax, but everything every single thing, everything in the background and foreground was going to be made of dicks, and I've been working on that for months. And so like I had a bunch of dicks as references. Like I had a wall of dicks to, like reference.
Yep. References.
Yeah. Well, Christine.
That's what they are.
Well, literally, yes. Christine comes in and sees like I have this fucking wall of dicks, right? Like reference cocks on my screen. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm animating," and then she's like. Dear God,
lost her shit. I bet.
She's like, I'm just gonna go. I don't know what to do about this. Like, you're right. You're right. Listen, I've lost my fucking mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I've lost all control or semblance of what my life is.
That's fine.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
It's fine.
Hey, let me read the Patreon.
Patreon.com/the Homie Collective. Thank you for giving us all this money. And by all this money, I mean $600 a month, I think. $650. Is that what it's up to now? I forgot.
It's not. There's no way it's 600.
I checked the other day. I had a dream that it was 650.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah, no, it's 490. Yeah. still at 500.
Yeah.
We're definitely still at 500. That was a straight up dream that I had that I thought was a reality.
Let's see.
I used to do that real bad when I was a kid. I would like have a dream that I had like Pop-Tarts or something in a kitchen cabinet. I'd wake up the next morning. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to get my fucking Pop-Tarts, dude. I'd go in there and be like, it'd just be empty. And I'd be like, it was just a loaf of bread. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I had a bad idea of like all the people who canceled, like putting them on a naughty list and then reading them out too, and being like, "You guys canceled, fuck you." but also then that just incentivizes people to cancel as a bit, and and so I'm not gonna do that. All right, shouts out to the following homies: $10 more to the Gorilla Chow Fund. Carrie Unkpilt. Casio are in cahoots for real. CHO Feskatch. Detective Scuba Steve's father smacks your PP. Yes, he does. Did it all for the cookie. LL. The homies thereafter are her downline. Fuzzy Nalgas. Grungus Fungus Dungus. Homie Poker Night every Friday at midnight CST. We are actually doing that. Central, we're doing a homie poker night every Friday night.
No real money is being gambled.
Not yet.
Nope. No real money is being gambled.
You go to stake.com and enter homies. A gambling license. Go to stake.com and enter.
Do not do that. This is the Patreon read.
Go to
stake.com. Serious part of the show.
Go to Israel. Israel is not a legitimate country.
That's one of the patrons. One of the patrons is Israel's not a legitimate country. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
We also didn't say stake.com.
It's the promo code. It's the promo code for the stake.com. You get $500 free.
I'm just going to start reading these on my own from now on.
Imagine Chaos Dragons, Jade Jiren, Jonathan Weber, Kenzie Lay, Kiefer, Marin Omo, Pablo Hummus, Ripstone, Roboy, Sadish Radish, Shmoo, Somewhere System, Steven Civignano, Tee-hee on that thing, Theo, White Daddy, a.k.a. How about you 3D print some hoes on your dick? How about you change your name for once in your life and do something better? White Slavery Industrial Complex. Hell yeah, dude. A. Aaron Whitehouse, A Bag of Sand, Andrew Morgado, Augur, Brody, Brian H., Cha Cha Slide, Chris Wade, Cody Hewitt, Doug M., even smaller, Micro Peenhus, Exxon Mobil. Dude, finally, we got
finally getting the corporate sponsorship.
We got the Exxon Mobil. Yes. Frank Jeffsey, Fred Jarman, Gabriel, Griselda Noises, Hero Mero, He Devil in France, Infestadec, James Gillibreth, Jason Zoller, Jim Schmungus, Joe Cassidy, Karl Marx's Huge Naturals, Keegan is typing, Laura, Luke Simasek, Marie, Miss Bird, Names, Neo Vagina Priestess, Oganasson, Patrick, the Shareholder Goldman, I love the shareholders, Richard Koknar, Rianne, Socram Legnar, Solid as Red, Super Mailboy 64, Super Deformed, the Disfigured Love Child of HomieVulgaris, the Hat Man, the Homie Shop Steward, the Imposter Among Us, the Lale Lule Lo, the Limit, the Tarquin Wax Replica, Willing to Straw Purchase a Gun, World's Largest Margot Peenhus, World's Largest Micro Peenhus. Shouts out to all the following homies. I love all of you.
The formerly the following
following in the past.
In the past.
Time isn't real. Yeah, time isn't real.
Not the following in front of this statement.
Yeah.
Shouts out to all those names that we just read out. Everybody. Thank you.
Prevoids is what we call them.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, there's stuff coming. Cairo Mindset coming. More things are coming. Zines. I put submissions out. If you have art or poetry or stuff you want to put in the zine, I'm still looking to fill a few pages. So DM me or send me a Discord message, whatever you want. Join the Discord today. The community's growing. It's getting bigger. It's getting funnier. The more people in there, the more memes, the more stuff we have to reference.
I've actually started posting in there again.
Yeah, Ivy's posting.
Y'all got less weird, so.
No, well now we have to get weirder. We got to get Ivy out of there. She's
come on, man.
She's shitting it up in there, being normal.
Oh my god!
I need 10 more Pepsi Horse reacts tomorrow. No.
Not the Pepsi Horse, man.
All right, we gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test